Welcome to the Your Energy First podcast, where we talk about all things your intuition, developing your spiritual gifts, and if you feel the call, to turn them into an incredibly creative business that the world needs. Welcome, part 5 of 7. That's wild. How are we here already? And yet we are. Energy keeps evolving, doesn't it? So this is what is so fascinating to me. We're now on the 5th part of a 7-part series of grounding and activating in these 2025 energies that are already here to support you, already here to guide you. And these energies are asking us to be aware and embrace all parts of us. So what I have observed in the last decade or so is, as humans, everything comes down to, are we in alignment with our personal power? And our personal power is just about understanding ourselves, understanding our truth. Do we give ourselves grace on this journey? Are we curious seekers? Do we allow our life's different chapters and roller coaster rides to be embraced by us? Do we fight them? Do we continue to navigate systems in a way that no longer serves us? Okay. And part of the reason they bring up the navigating systems that no longer serve us is because there is so much work being done to recreate our economy in a way that is very supportive for individuals, all individuals. And part of that means showing up in our own personal truth and alignment. And in order to do so, we actually need to be able to speak our own personal truths. And in order to be able to speak our own personal truths, we have to have this very gracious understanding of what our shadow is. And it's funny because when I see people navigate the spiritual journey, I see a lot of people get stuck in this cycle of healing. And because they didn't have a voice before, which the 5th energy center or chakra is our throat, because they didn't have a voice, they find that their voice is more seen and heard when they are continually in the healing victim mode. And as we come forward, we have a choice to develop our healing and where we once were a victim into our power. And we can also stay in that cycle. There will be plenty of people that will give us attention if we stay in that cycle. Does it serve us? Does it serve the people around us? It's very brave work to say, okay, and now, how am I choosing to move forward with this? Now, I have not shared a lot of my own personal human journey around things that have happened to me in my life. I've shared quite a bit energetically that have happened, and there have been plenty of things that have happened on the human side as well that were uncomfortable, misaligned, where I was the victim. Okay. And I have gone through the journey of healing with that, made my peace with it, and have turned it into my power. I no longer carry ill will towards individuals or even negative feelings, and that has been a very long path. Now, everyone in life is born into a different nuance of stature in our world. So for me and the place I come from, it is different for me than it is for other people. And I want to acknowledge that. And at the same time, as a spiritual practitioner who pulls no punches and genuinely wants the best for each individual, we really need to bring to the awareness conversations of where are we staying stuck. So one of the areas I'm seeing this in my personal life right now is, so Pluto just left my house of friendships. And I value relationships so very much. I am incredibly loyal. I value my time with individuals. I see people and I want what's best for them. And what was really interesting in these last few years is my lesson was when good people make decisions from a place of hurt and then therefore hurt me. And it was a whopper. It was a whopper of a time. And it brought me to a lot of reflection. And it also brought me to this realization that a lot of people will choose to stay in their victimhood for an extended period of time. And that is okay. That is their path. We do not walk in each other's shoes. We do not know of other people's path or journey. And for some people, it's a lot more difficult than others. That's just the facts. And it was my choice to say, I see you, and I'm going to choose differently. And it was funny because for me in relationships, I can be so keen and so aware of romantic relationships, and I wasn't seeing it in my friendships. I wasn't. I was giving way too many people the benefit of the doubt. I was seeing the bigger picture. I was being very understanding. And finally this point came where I said, wow. I mean, and it was in my face in multiple ways, in my personal life, in business. And I had to make some very challenging decisions to walk away. And walking away didn't always make me look good. Some conversations I had with the people face to face, some I could not. I tried to, and some people broke down, and that's okay too. So it has been quite the experience. And as we bring forth our truth in life through this fifth energy center, it's also asking us to choose with it. So for me, right now in my friendships, which my inner circle is tight. I mean, it is, oof. I thought it was tight before. No, it's tight now. And I have realized that my friends and I will look each other square in the eye and give each other the truth. And we do not mince words. We do it because we genuinely care about each other. And then we also have a responsibility where I recognize this is my opinion with your best interest at heart. And you will choose to do with it what feels right for you. And that's totally up to you. So as we speak our truth, we also have to have this awareness that people have choice with it and we ourselves have choice with it. So it's not as if we just get to word vomit our truth and be like, well, it's my truth, therefore you have to accept it. No, not at all. I do not expect anybody to accept my truth for what it is. I expect people to think for themselves and to co-create with me. That is why when I teach spiritual work, I always say, feel into your own self, your own light, connect with your higher power and what feels true for you. I will be nobody's guru. That ship has sailed. So as we bring forth this activation, what is this really saying? It's saying we are fully responsible for us. We are fully responsible for ourselves and our experience regardless of people's reactions. Yet we may have to deal with the choices people make based on the decisions and our truth that we choose to share. Wham! Wham! There it is. How beautiful to live in a world where we can honor each other's truth, where we can be in communion and navigate our truths together, and also hold each other to a higher standard of how it is we really desire to live in this world, because it is not easy to take 100% accountability for your life, especially for people who have been born into more challenging situations. It's just not. It's just not. Period. So let's hold our light and our truth and show others it's possible, and continue to navigate this powerfully enigmatic, dynamic journey. In this activation, I'm going to invite you, this is very interesting. We're going to immediately connect with our voice, our throat chakra, our throat energy center. Hello. While we do this, bring your attention to your inner light or your heart space. This is your connection to your higher self. Hello. It's your connection to the divine. The divine works through us. I set the intention for clearing and grounding energies to move through me. Breathing in. I set the intention for clarity in my voice. I set the intention I continue to move forward with loving kindness for myself and for others. I set the intention for clarity. When they say clarity, it's clarity around the greater truth. These energies have a very profound, universal, I'm going to say, vibration string to them that is actually pulling us out of from just our grounded centeredness as a human, and it's very, very, very much bringing in our higher self, higher power, higher activation. It's bringing in energies from all around us, from all around our soul's experience. Let me be very clear on that. Everything we do when we're in alignment with our light is guided for our highest good. That's why that foundational practice is what I teach throughout all of my sessions. So if you ever question, oh, is this okay? Are you in your own light? That's your responsibility. That's not mine. That's your responsibility. Are you in your light? Are you grounded in it? And does it feel good? That is your litmus test. And only you can determine that. Next, as we come forward with these energies, I want you to allow this part of you in the back and the side and the front, all around, to kind of almost feel it gently connect with stars, the stars in the galaxy far, far away. Feel into this. Maybe these stars hum energy back to you. Maybe they help clear something up. Maybe they're activating something. How fun. How fun. Taking a breath in, we're going to allow these new energies and awareness of these energies to be. We are going to allow them to continue to support us. Excuse me. So cliche. Okay, and just notice how your body feels settled. When you do energy work, you should feel excited, settled, grounded. Sometimes when we raise our vibration, old shadow energies come up to be healed or released or transformed. Okay. Beautiful work. Really, really beautiful work. If you are ready to create from the space of being an aligned creator, which is more than a manifester, but an aligned creator in your life, we have a new program that has come through. So the first year of the Intuitives Toolkit was the foundation. And in the aligned creator, this is all about how you are creating or manifesting in your life. And we're looking at this from a very holistic way, meaning we are going to heal and integrate your shadow while you also learn that muscle of powerfully manifesting and creating an alignment in your life. So if you've ever manifested something and it didn't come true, possibly it was out of alignment. Or there's something that is asking to be seen within you. You know what's beautiful about the shadow work? You know, people are so scared of the dark, scared of the shadow. Yet it is from that that we gain wisdom. It is from that that our power is learned. So I invite you to be curious about your own shadow and how can you love it and integrate it. This makes you an even more powerful creator and manifester in your life. And if you're wanting one-on-one support with this, or one-on-one support in bringing your personal intuitive business to the next level, I have Prism. And Prism helps bring your unique energy forward in this world in an aligned way so that you have a profitable business that you love, built for freedom, not built to replace another 40+ hour work week. No, thank you. And it's about your personal brand. It's about your personal energy. What are you meant to bring forward? You can work with me privately there. If you want to do the aligned creator workshop one-on-one, that would be the alignment container. So helping people who are ready to break through their own energy and understand their own personal tools and create some really cool things in this experience. All information is in the show notes. Thank you so much for being here, for following along this journey, and for bringing more of all of who you are into this world.